Even rich retirees fear outliving their money. That was the headline for a Wall Street Journal article in December of 2024. And the article pointed out that most retirees, whether they have a little or a lot, are afraid that they're going to outlive their money. They're not sure how long they're going to live. They're not sure what they're going to need later in life, and they don't want to become a burden on their kids. So the article pointed out that most people will underspend in those early years of retirement. They'll start out spending just a couple of % of their portfolio when they might be able to spend 3 or 4 or 5%. The safe withdrawal rule says 4%. That's a very old rule, but just as a comparison, most people are spending half of what they would have heard is the safe withdrawal rate. And that's because they have this fear of outliving their money. The article goes on to tell the story of a man by the name of Jay who retired at age 62 and suddenly became very afraid of spending too much. So he began tracking every single purchase that he and his wife Anita made, and they found that they were spending on average about $1,800 a month more than they thought they would be spending, and that caused him some great concern. So Jay got a plan. He ran the numbers, he looked at his situation, and he realized that he could spend more. And so they are doing things that they want to do, giving to their grandkids, giving to their kids, going on trips together. And that's because they have the plan. And that is so very important. When you're looking at retirement, in order to know what you can spend, you've got to start with a plan. You can't know that you're going to be secure unless you have a plan in place. You know how much you're going to need. You know how inflation could impact it. You've looked at the what ifs that could happen. You know what your backup plan is if you need maybe long-term care down the road. And the article points out that you can use your home equity, which is something that a lot of my clients are planning to do. Use that home equity in the event that you need long-term care. So having that plan then lets you know how much can you spend at the start of retirement and still be on the best path for all of retirement. Now, once you have that plan in place, then you do need to monitor it from year to year. You need to make sure that you're staying on track, that things are going as planned, because there's always those things that come up as you're going along. And so you want to monitor it as you go. And that can give you the security to know what you can spend. Beyond that, another thing that you can do is similar to the bucket planning, you can begin to segregate some of your money so that you have the money set aside, your short-term spending, your mid-term spending, your long-term needs, but you also have some money set aside for some of those extras where you know that if you want to go on a big trip, you want to buy a big, an expensive car, you want to do some of these home remodels, then here's the money that you have set aside for that purpose. And that can give you a lot of peace knowing that your money that's creating income for your regular monthly needs is not being used for these other bigger ticket items. All of these things can help you make sure that you are on your best path for your retirement.